I've been practicing yoga about 19 years, and I can still remember my first yoga class. It was down below a ballet studio I used to practice and take ballet class. And I went up there because I had a really stiff body, still, even after dancing for many years. And so I went up there and, I thought, I was going through class, I thought, oh, this is cool and this is fun, But it was after the class that I realized I had started on a profound journey. I felt physically at ease, physically relaxed and yet energized. Emotionally, I felt like I was empty, like there was nothing pulling or tugging at me. And mentally, I felt clear. I felt like I was really there, right there at that moment. And yoga continues to do that for me every day. I still come off that mat and I feel that clarity, that relaxation, that presence of being. And that's why I do it. Remember during the practice that no matter how vigorous we get in the work, over the years, my daily yoga practice has changed, and it's very much a response to how I wake up. So I now, after practicing for 20 years, I have a lot of knowledge about the yoga practice. And when I wake up, I say, how do I feel? I let my body actually lead me, not just my mind of saying, oh, I practiced forward bends yesterday, so I should practice back bends today because I haven't done them. But it's more like, how does my body feel? And how can I intuitively listen and then do the appropriate poses? Because now I can take those poses and mix them in with how I feel to really get the results that I want. AM yoga is a very gentle, introspective morning practice where you have that freshness of your mind after waking up from sleep, and yet your body's a little bit stiff and dull. And so it's a little bit of asking yourself, with that dullness, with that stiffness, with this mind, can I begin to slowly open the hips, lie on my back? Can I feel the earth? Can I start my day from a place of being centered? If you can start your day from 20 minutes of being centered, then your whole day is going to unfold miraculously. Even if you have difficulty, you'll confront or you will resolve that difficulty with much more peacefulness and ease. In the beginning of AM yoga, we take basically a body scan. We're sitting up and we're scanning the body and basically just asking, can I sit here centered, quiet, and mindful? And then we begin on our back after that, beginning to open one of the main joints in the body, the hip joint. And as those hips loosen up and become fluid, it allows the spine to really begin to rise up and be free from that joint. And from there, then we go into a little bit of modified sun salutation, which really awakens the entire body. So you're oiling all the joints in relationship to each other and in relationship to the spine, the legs, and the arms. So slowly, we go from really a quiet meditation to a gentle on your back morning opening to a more vigorous opening for the entire body-mind. It's really a special way to give yourself time to open up and to really greet your day with freedom. I love working with Living Arts because Living Arts has taken the time to create the atmosphere for these videos that actually allow you to do yoga. Shooting on the beaches in Hawaii, it's the perfect environment to feel the earth, to relax in the warmth of the sun, to hear the rhythm of the ocean waves, to feel the tropical breezes. So no matter how claustrophobic you get externally, at least can you feel inside that there's this space, that there's really infinite space even inside your own body. The body in the yogic frame of thinking, the body is a collection, literally, of your past. So something that may have happened to you, something, let's say you got scared. Literally, your muscles tense up, your breath tenses up. Well, that reaction gets literally fed and held in as tension and stress in your body. Now, how are you going to release that? Well, the breath and literally realizing with your mind, looking at the reaction, just by looking at it and feeling it and consciously acknowledging it, you start to release it. It works really through mindfulness. Through mindfulness, through being able to be aware of how the body is being stimulated, how it's reacting, how the mind is tightening, how the mind is relaxing. So a lot of times in the practice itself, as you begin to observe your tension, that becomes the action to let go. That in itself begins the journey to free yourself. I've been designing 20-minute practices because, we're all busy. How many of us really have an hour and a half to do yoga in their busy day? 20 minutes is like an essential amount of yoga that you can reap the benefits, and also you can stabilize your life. You might not be able to achieve the most incredible yoga postures by doing 20 minutes a day, but what you will achieve is much more balance and quietness and centering in your life from that 20 minutes. Also, just on the physical level, that 20 minutes really does a wonder so far as relieving stress, relieving back pain, teaching you about the alignment of your body. So even if you're just doing it 20 minutes, those habits begin to instill themselves so that all of a sudden you're sitting a little bit more correct at work. All of a sudden maybe when you're talking to your boss, you realize, oh, why am I not breathing? I can breathe and talk to my boss. The best thing about yoga is that it works. It begins to directly affect and heal the different maladies and difficulties we're having. It addresses lower back pain. It addresses stress. It addresses the health of the body. It addresses the mind wandering. It addresses, our lives so concerned about the future. It addresses this whole feeling of insecurity. It addresses these things literally in one single class. You're going to feel better holistically in every aspect of your life. AM Yoga is supposed to lift you and begin to take you with the day so you're rising into your full energy. Yoga for stress relief teaches you how to manage your stress during the day. It teaches you what to look for. It teaches you how to relieve stress during your day. In PM Yoga, it's really designed to take the stress out of the whole day and begin to cool you down for rest. These are the three elements that you need in your daily life. How to wake up, how to prepare for the day, how to be in your day, and how to end your day complete.